Hi guys, this is Kadir. Welcome to my Mindtree YouTube channel. Today I am going to talk about HTML5 and discuss advantages and disadvantages to using the language today. HTML5 is the newest version of the hypertext markup. The markup language is a way to enhance a text file, the bits of code that describe the structure of the content. Today, the language has grown substantially and it's gained tools that are closely associated with it. One is the CSS and another one is the JavaScript. CSS is supposed to help HTML look great by describing the way the document is supposed to work. JavaScript is built for interactivity. In HTML5, there are some new features and advantages. Today I am going to discuss with the advantages first. The new approaches that are taking place in HTML5 description. The new version of HTML5 has features like offline storage or ability to handle data even when the app is no longer connected to the internet. Another one is the geolocation, the ability to dictate and work with the location of the user. HTML5 has some more advantages over HTML4. The first one is the more descriptive semantics. The original goal of HTML5 was to develop a language that could describe the structure of a document. As web grew, developers realized that oftentimes they were describing the same type of elements. For example, header, a footer, name, article, sections, etc. HTML5 recognizes where the language has developed and incorporates those elements into the language with the new tags for the type of content. Next one is the cleaner markup. HTML5 will enable web designers to use cleaner, neater code. We can remove most div tags and replace them with their semantic HTML5 elements. Another one is the rich media elements. One of the great new improvements in HTML5 is the development of rich media tags like audio and video. Next one is elegant forms. HTML5 enables designers to use more fancier forms, even it makes more validation native to HTML. User interface enhancement and reduced need for JavaScript. There will be different types of text imports and search and different fields for different purposes. Another one is the client-side database. While cookies have been used to track user data for years in HTML4, they have serious disadvantages. The larger flaw is that all of your cookies data is added to every HTTP request header. This can end up having a measurable impact on response time. So a best practice is reduce cookie size. With HTML5 we can do better by using session storage and local storage. These are two different storage in HTML5 in place of cookies. It's not a permanent database but enables you to store structured data temporarily. Geolocation supporting is another one. With the help of geolocation, anyone can find out where you are in the world and sharing that information with the people. The new HTML5 geolocation APIs make location, whether generated via GPS or other methods, directly available to any HTML5 compatible browser-based application. I would like to point out some disadvantages also here. The one is browser support. The main problem with HTML5 acceptance is that only modern browsers support it. By modern, I mean almost everything except for Internet Explorer. The new version of IE9 offers excellent support, but still it needs quite out of beta. Another problem is that although parts of the language are very stable, the language itself is considered a work in progress. So technically, any one of the elements could change at any time. The language is not expected to be completed for several years, which complicates things further. Thankfully, a lot of language is considered stable and ready to use. I think it's such a great move forward that you should develop a graceful degradation approach to writing your HTML. Medializing issues another one is a drawback. Another ugly fact is that each media has to be compressed in multiple formats in order to be compatible with most browsers. So you will be probably using something like MP3 audio for WebKit browsers, Safari, Chrome, and work for Mozilla browsers. It involves a bit more work and it's a pain. But hopefully those issues will be resolved soon. Now I'm going to write some HTML5 code and develop HTML5 application for you. Hey guys, I'm going to write HTML5. Already I written doc type, the HTML5 doc type and HTML and deep basic structures HTML and header and body and title for a HTML page. So now I'm going to write style for this page, writing body. I have written padding 0 pix. The padding means inside the block space and margin 0 and auto. This will help to keep our page center in browser. Height 100% and overflow hidden and font is 11 pix for font size 1.2 em for line height and area Helvetica Sans Serif is there font style. Now I'm going to write HTML. In HTML, I saw height 100% overflow, then margin 0, padding 0. Next, I'm going to write header, footer. These are all HTML5 new semantic tags and one more aside. In header footer aside main are assigned display block and text align center. You know the display block will display our element as a block. The text align is helps to keep text in center. Now I'm going to write header and footer plus display block block with 100% already assigned display block, so no need. Height 10%, background color and margin 0 pix, padding return. Now I'm going to create HTML tag for header. I'm going to create a transfer logo block, header logo and right.
Assign display block with 150 pixels, height 40 pixels, background color and float left, margin 5 pixels, and text align center, padding top 10 pixels. The float left will help to keep our logo block in left side. Then I'm going to create a div and assign logo Let me check how this is displaying in browser. Okay, and right, go text. Okay, so we can assign FC color white. Okay, FC color white clause is for text color. Now I'm going to write navigation bar. So name assign with 100% height 32 pixels, background color and margin and padding 0 pixels. Next, name UL. I'm going to create menu in using list. So I use the UL margin 0 and padding 0 pixels. Then I'm writing name UL live. I written display inline block. This style will help to keep float all menus in same line and padding 10 pixels top for 10 pixels for top and bottom and 30 pixels for left and right and color white color. Using this style, I'm going to create navigation bar. So name name, so I created some menu items. So let me check how it's displaying in browser. Oh, why this is going top? Oh, sorry, it's so wrong. I entered in wrong place. So I'm closing this. Okay, now fine. Next, I'm going to create side panel. Right right side width equal 20%, height equal height 100%, float left. I have to write one more class for clear float. This will help to clear previous floating style. So now I'm going to create HTML. So side So I have to write quick links. So now I created new dot left panel for side uh, quick links menu. So with 100%, okay, height auto, background color, transparent, and the new left panel UL, margin 0 and padding 0, and left panel UL LI, the list display block, and the text align left and padding 10 pix, color white color, border bottom, so color and one pix line tick on solid. So now I'm going to write HTML for left panel links. So write name and the class left panel. And I write BG color blue and text color white. I created some links. So I like to create one header also. Header, okay. So let me check how this is displaying inside. Please, yeah, good. Quick links, web application, mobile application, cloud service, website. Okay, everything displaying fine. Now I'm going to create content. So I use main for center content. I created a main with 60% and minimum height 400 pixels, float left, and a main h2. This is for the title. Margin top 30 pixels, color on main h3, main margin top 20 pixels. Also created one class for div content. It's a height auto, text align left, margin 20 pixels. Okay. I want to write one more class for section. Section. This section, which is going to be used in whole content area. I'm inserting this section for side and side and center content. Here and closing the section. Okay. Then I'm writing div for content and assigning class content. We will create some more HTML5 content and tags inside the content later. First, we will finish the base layout. Next, one more side for right panel. In right side, I'm going to use for testimonial content. So I want to write some clauses for testimonial display. So section, I have written a clause for testimonial, the margin 5 pixels and padding 5 pixels, text align left, height auto, so that it will arrange as per the content height, font size 10 point, underline it 13 point, background color and color text color, and the span. This span I am going to use for the author of the testimonial. So I'm going to create some testimonial content. I created title as a testimonial and created a section and assigned the class testimonial lorem ipsum content for this. Now we will see how this is displaying in browser. Good. This also okay. Now I'm going to create footer. Before footer, I have to clear the floating style, previous floating style class. Now I will check the okay. The footer also created. Now I'm going to create some style for responsive design for mobile display, and I'm going to write media queries. I have written media queries for max width 480 pixels mobile display width and assigned header, footer, side, main, footer, display block and text align center with 100%. So this will display one column and header and also main content. I thought to and footer. Now I'm going to discuss and write important HTML5 new features. First, I am going to write some programming for web storage and discuss with you. In content, I'm writing a title for web storage. So I've created one div for. I have written some code for local storage. Let me explain how it's working. The if condition first checks the type of storage is already exist or not. If already exists, the local storage dot set item stores the name last name as a Smith and the document dot get element by ID result already we assigned the result in div section there and we use inner.html to display the local storage item. Local storage dot get item helps to retrieve the data from storage. The last name already we assigned here. So I return else condition if the browser doesn't support the storage, this will execute. Let me check how this is working. Okay, this is working. I have written data list tags. This data list will display when we type in input. Let me check how this is displaying. This working as a drop down internet. Okay, so I'm going to write this. Next, I am going to discuss one more new feature of input field, that is email. The email input field will help to validate through native APIs. I'm going to test now. Load email. I'm typing Kadir. I'm doing submit. So the validation working. Next, I'm going to write one more form element, that is month, year, calendar. So I return input type month. So let me check what is benefits we are getting. Oh, see, here we can write month name and date, as well as we can choose from calendar, date, month. Yeah. So this is simple and easy to use. I have written range slider, okay, input type, range, and points, name equal points. Minimum value we can assign minimum and the maximum value which is going to use in slider. So let me check how this is displaying. Good. This is the range slider. Next, I'm going to write and explain about geolocation. I have written paragraph for display the geolocation data, and this is for button to call the data. Let me explain about this code. I stored the idea of the paragraph in variable x by using get element by id. Then I return function name. Then I check the browser is supporting the geolocation or not. If it is supports, then I call the geolocation.get current position for API function. Otherwise, I will display x.inner.html as geolocation is not supported by this browser. Then one more function for display the position, latitude and longitude in paragraph. So the access x dot inner HTML for this paragraph already we stored in variable x. Okay, let me check. This is so okay. Location we have to upload in server. I will upload later and display to you. Next, I'm going to explain about SVG usage in HTML5. This is the ID, and here I'm using W3 school SVG data for now. So the circle ID is red circle, and the X and Y position, and the radius, and the field color. SVG image displaying. Now I'm going to explain and write one more new important audio. The audio is audio control and the source the os.ogg and audio. The work format for Mozilla browser, the MP3 for WebKit browser, Chrome and Safari. Okay. Now I'm going to insert one audio for you. So I will pick one audio sound1 sound3.mp3. This file already I have in my folder. Okay, so let me check. This is for Chrome browser. So let me check. Okay, yes, I try. Okay, so playing. So, one more time. So this new feature will simply helps to integrate MP3 audio. Next, one more important feature is video. So the video width is 326, height 240, and the source is I'm going to write. I have this video in my folder, so I'm writing here this MP4 format for WebKit browser, the movie.og format for Mozilla. Let me check how this is displaying. Now I will play. Okay, good. This is playing. So it's a very nice thing, right? So we can simply integrate video and audio in HTML5. We don't need to write extra. So these are things, new features and nice feature in HTML5. Let me check this responsive again. This also responsive design. See. The source file has been uploaded in mindtree.com in download section. You can use and refer this source file.
I hope that you learned some about HTML5 today. Thanks for watching my channel. If you have any doubts and queries, please write email to help@mindtree.com. I will see you next time.